You'll have audits that will take place, but for like the Secretary of State to perform an audit, or the Controller to perform an audit and find a problem, they're not law enforcement officers. They have to then refer that to the Attorney General for prosecution. And so when we have money that's going missing, like with the Salton Sea, there should be people who are let out in cuffs. And the bullet train to nowhere, there should be people that are let out in cuffs. The water infrastructure. We talked about the Auburn Dam at one point. That was going to solve a lot of these problems in Northern California. Because we have so much water that flows through the state of California, but we're not capturing it properly. And finally, Saudi Arabia leads the world in desalination. They desalinize 6 times more than the Colorado River daily. And they are the 29th ranked economy in the world, where California is the 4th ranked economy in the world. We have the money, but it is a spending problem. We need to make sure that the contracts are going out to the right people, that we're making sure that the money's being spent the way that it's supposed to be being spent. And then we also need to turn the Secretary of State and the Controller loose on past contracts to go find the money that has already gone missing. And then, what is an audit without teeth? If the Department of Defense fails 7 consecutive audits, but nobody gets walked out in handcuffs, that's a problem. If we have, $12 billion for the bullet train that gets spent without any results, that's a problem. But in order for us to be effective and efficient with that, we need to make sure that the Attorney General is ready to prosecute. And then the second part of that is the Attorney General also has to be ready to go to war with CEQA and the EPA and the courts. Because CEQA and EPA, those are the 2 organizations that shut down development infrastructure in the state of California. Which is why I'm telling people we need 8 people that are on board together that are ready to flip the state, because just like you said, otherwise it's just hot air. It's just hot words. If you don't have a good Attorney General and you don't have a good state treasurer who's responsible for public land, none of this gets done.